and he was saying that in the Tower Ballroom they were short of a band, a support band. And so I said, well, I don't know, what can we do? He said it's to support Jet Harris and Tony Meehan. Oh, the Shadows! And my heart just leapt, because they were my absolute heroes at the time. The Shadows, look, Jet Harris, the bass player and the drummer of the Shadows. So I said, oh, please, let's do it. And everyone said, oh, we really wanted to be doing this. I said, oh, come on, please. So I got them together, and we drove to the Tower Ballroom, and we got our gear in, and they had this fantastic equipment, fantastic all Vox gear and fabulous. And I was all eyes. They had plinth boards, and all sorts of things like that. And I was amazed. I was totally amazed. And the band was there, sort of tuning up. And then Tony Meehan came out. It's Tony Meehan. Tony was grabbing people. It's Tony Meehan. It's Tony Meehan. Yeah. And then Jet Harris appeared with his left arm in a sling. He had broken his arm the day before.
Right.
So I was appalled. I thought, he's not going to be able to play. And he had a bass player with him who played, I don't know if you recall, but his hit, the big hit he had was Diamonds, you know. And he sang Chills and Fever and stuff like that. But he went on, fair play, he went on after a car crash the previous day, broken his arm, and he still played.
Wow.
I was very, very impressed. I saw the Eyes of Blue, or the Mustangs, as they were before the Eyes of Blue, the Jets,
yeah.
The Comancheros with Terry Williams,
Yeah.
the Blackjacks.
Is that the one with Owen Money?
No, the Blackjacks was the Owen Money was with the oh gosh, the Bystanders, who became Man. That's right, I saw the Bystanders there. I remember one night I was there and the Bystanders were playing, and of course Clive John was in the Bystanders, and at the end of the night, he had a water pistol and he fired it at somebody, and somebody else had a water pistol and he fired it back at him, and they started playing, and then people got like, squeezy bottles and things like that, and there was a mass water pistol fight, and the bouncers were really angry. They wanted to really, you know, fill him in really, but he was there. He was firing water pistols, and I'll never forget his silly, childish face, you know. But
yeah, well,
there we are.
Yeah, they were worrying about their spring dance floor.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Because it was, from what I can gather, the Tower was one of the best, wasn't it?
It
with
was.
The floor
yeah.
and
That's right.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Yes. Our band outfit was black trousers and shoes, a white shirt with a black dicky bow, and a red corduroy jacket, and greased back hair, and that was us at first. Then, of course, in 1963, the Beatles appeared, and shortly afterwards the Rolling Stones, and gosh, I didn't know what to do. So I was still brushing my hair back at the sides, but the front of it, I combed it down into a fringe. It looked really strange. And then gradually I realised, and I started washing my hair, because I realised that the Beatles had clean hair.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
No grease.
No grease at all.
No.
We always used to have Brill cream and such like things.
Yeah.
But I had to have completely clean hair. It was wonderful. And shake it about and things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you remember about the punters on the dance floor? What
Originally, the punters were all teddy boys, and the girls wore the typical teddy girls, sort of hooped skirts and stuff like that. Yeah. Then, with the Beatles and the Stones and '63 to '64 it started to change, and the short miniskirt came in, and girls used to wear their hair, instead of it done in a sort of style, they used to wear it loose. I remember my wife, I met her when I was 16, and she had wonderful long straight hair. Maybelline, yes. We've been married 44 years now.
Wow.
And mini skirts and stuff like that. And the boys, at first they were confused about how to dress, you know. Then they got the idea of it, and we became sort of mods. Yeah. I used to wear a black polo net jumper and a short sleeved jumper over it. We had wiggle picker shoes and things like that, you know, and chisel toe shoes and drain pipe trousers. And then we didn't know what to do. We started to cut bits out of our jeans there and put spaces in them, you know, and wore sort of mod shoes, Chelsea boots, zip up and stuff like that, and different sorts of jeans, and eventually we became mods, and eventually I became a sort of hippie type character, you know, with long hair and so on. 63 happened, yes. 63 was a wonderful time, and 64, 65 and so on. It was a great period, the 60s. And the old dance halls, of course, weren't as popular as they had been, but they were still very, very popular. In Llanelli, they made the Glen Ballroom out of the Ritz, and they put a floor in where the balcony had been, and the downstairs then was a bowling alley, and a similar thing happened to the Embassy Ballroom in Swansea. They put an extra floor in there. They didn't make it a bowling alley, but that happened there. And but the tower never changed its big ornamental sort of ornate sort of height. Yeah. There was always a balcony there and so on. I believe up to when it became a bingo place eventually.
Yeah. Perhaps it didn't adapt with the time with changing venues, because pubs then started taking bands, didn't they?
That's right. Yes.
You know, so there was a change.
That's right.
A changeover.
Yes.
What was the last time you went to the tower? Was it to see somebody, or was it you played?
It was to see somebody. I can't remember who it was exactly, but it might have been the Searchers. I didn't used to go to the Tower Ballroom as often as to some of the others, because it was awkward to get to, you know, because I was living in Llanelli at the time, and I used to come into Swansea, and I used to be in the centre of town, so I used to go to the either the Tivoli in Mumbles, which is still there, of course, the Tivoli, great place, great place. Saw the pretty things there for the first time.
Johnny Kidd and the Pirates.
Johnny Kidd and the Pirates, yes, indeed. Either the Tivoli in Mumbles or the Embassy Ballroom, Swansea. That's right. Yeah. Occasionally we did go up to the tower, but more often we used to go to the Ritz in Skewin, which has been demolished now, of course.
Yeah. Because there was that circuit, wasn't there?
That's right.
Skewin and
that's right.
Llanelli.
Yeah. We supported the Who in the Ritz in Skewin on the same night as we supported the Who in the Ritz in Llanelli. We were both doing doublers. And
how did you get on with them?
Very well, actually. John Entwistle and Keith Moon came for a curry with us afterwards in Llanelli. Oh. The Tower Ballroom, yes, it was a fabulous place. It was magnificently ornate, and it was a really good sort of a good gig to do. Yeah, people were very, very nice to us there. I was worried about that there might be trouble up there, you know, but I never saw any trouble at all. I never saw anything. Apparently there were fights occasionally, but there were fights everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got very, very happy memories of the Tower Ballroom. Yes, indeed.